Seller financing to buy a business. So this is a very wide spectrum, and you probably hear it a lot on the internet. It is very, very rare that you are going to buy a business, a profitable business, and the seller of the business is going to act as the bank for you and finance the entire deal for you. You're essentially asking them to give you their business, and you're going to use the profit the business makes to make monthly payments to them over a several year span. It's not going to happen. Why would they do that when there's a guy right next to you who will pay cash for the business, meaning they'll finance it with a loan? Now, what you will see is 5%, 10%, 15% seller note, which is very common and a lot more common, because what a lot of times this is used as, it's to bridge that gap. And what I mean by that is when SBA underwrites businesses that are under $5 million, they're very conservative, they're very strict. And so a lot of times that loan they're willing to lend on the business is a little bit under the asking price. And so what happens to bridge that gap is the buyers come into the table with 10% of the purchase price, and sometimes the seller will come to the table with 10% of the purchase price, which is 20% of the purchase price, which bridges the gap of what the SBA is willing to lend on it. So 5, 10, 15%, very common. Anything over that, the business is most likely not making a profit, or it's being passed to a family member, maybe even an employee.